Hi, I'm Rob Davidson with Wheels on Edge, and this time I am looking at the giant Ford F-150. You know, I've either got to get longer legs or shorter trucks, one or the other, because I feel like I'm talking to you through a wall of truck. This is the FX4 model of the new 150. Now, Ford over the last few years has a reputation, deserved or otherwise, for not having a lot of quality in their cars. That's not the reputation they have in their trucks. The F-150 has been their showpiece, it's been their leader, it's been their most important vehicle for years. And this new iteration of Ford 150s, they've really ratcheted up the powertrain components, their capabilities, to give their truck even more power, oomph, and impressiveness on the highway. Now this FX4 actually has, the one that we've been driving here, is a 5-liter V8. And yet, in spite of that, because of various valve managing technologies that they've incorporated into this engine, I was still able to get about 11.2 liters per 100 kilometers. 11.2 liters per 100 kilometers is better than some luxury cars. So this is a car, or truck rather, that has a massive V8, it has the full crew cab in it, and it has the full bed, and it is essentially a flying brick going down the road. There's not a lot of aerodynamics in this vehicle. It looks good, but it's not aerodynamic. Let's face it, it is a truck. Still at all, at 11.2 liters, every kilometer that went by, I'm thinking I'm chewing up a lot of gas. And when the 100 kilometer thing clicked by, I went, well, there was 11.2 kilometers. And at the price of gas these days, that is about 40 bucks worth of fuel for 100 kilometers. That's a lot of money to be spending. So this is a truck for the working guy. It will carry your boat, it will tow your trailer, it will haul your stuff in the bed, but really, this is not a commute mobile. You do not want to be driving this vehicle around in the city. For one thing, it's enormous. You'll never find a parking spot for it. You'd be sticking your tail, or your nose is sticking out into the middle of the parking thing. It's you don't want to be driving this in the city. It is, however, a great, as I said, a great working truck. And I have no objection whatsoever to seeing this truck working, because it can handle pretty much everything you throw at it. It's got a few tricks that I particularly like. These are options, but I like them. You know, I'm not, as I said, I'm not a tall guy, and getting into the bed on these trucks can be difficult. This truck has a step that slides out. I can get up onto this step, and I can get everything that I need to get into the bed. I could climb right into the bed onto this if I wanted to, and you're done with it, it just snaps away, easy peasy. I like that. That is worth the money. And now, that's not the only step on this vehicle. They've had this for a couple of years now. It's actually been a while since I've done this. So, step comes down. This comes out, right? Bingo. And then a step up and into the vehicle. That is that's a smart, simple, easy technology, and again, worth the money. As far as the interior is concerned, it has a nice, easy to figure out center stack of instruments and knobs and buttons. Lots of them, but all of them are there for a purpose. All of them are obvious. Almost all of the vehicles, we drove the entire lineup at a recent Ford event. They have the center screen on the instrument package so that you can see a number of different capabilities of the vehicle. One example is the backup camera. Like most trucks these days, if you put it in reverse, the picture comes up on the screen, and so there's no navigation aid in this truck, so it comes up here on the screen. What I particularly like about this is that if as soon as it comes up, the rear park aid is on, and I click OK for camera options, and I can actually zoom in on the camera if I was, say, backing up and trailering. and I was hooking something up, I can zoom in quite a ways, so I can really get close as that hitch gets closer and closer. It's a great feature. I've always liked backup cameras anyway. It's very helpful on a long bed truck like this, but this zoom feature, bravo, like it a lot. So altogether, the vehicle is commendable in its fuel usage. At the same time, it is not a commute mobile. Can't stress that enough. And it has all it can have if you want to lard it up with these things. And it really isn't fat. This is some really great options that you can get on these vehicles. If you've got the money, go for it. They're worth it.